Canadian bacon. First thing you need to do to make Canadian bacon is you need a food-safe plastic tub. You need a boneless pork loin that's had the excess fat trimmed from around it, just so you have like just a little bit, about a half an inch. Some people like to trim all of it off. I like to leave it on there just because when you go to fry it up, this little bit will render some fat that'll help your Canadian bacon fry up a little bit better in the pan. Make sure that it's been tied. That'll help it cure more evenly and also smoke more evenly. If you don't feel confident doing this yourself, feel free to ask your butcher shop. Tell him what you're doing and he'll get the idea and he'll tie it up for you just neat and tidy like this. Just put that in your food-safe tub. So we're just going to take a big, good-sized handful of our bacon cure, and we're going to start by applying it to the underside of the boneless pork loin. Really rubbing it in there, getting it in there. And then we have a little bit of excess left in the bottom. We're just going to kind of roll it around in that excess, kind of sprinkling it all over there, kind of working it in. It's a little bit different than working with a belly or a jowl because it's nice and round. So you can just really, if you want to, just kind of sprinkle that, make a nice sort of, even layer and just kind of roll it on there. And what sticks, sticks, and what doesn't. And then you can just take the ends and sort of like blot up whatever cure you have left down the bottom. One good handful for this size. This is about a 4 to 5 pound pork loin roast, and one good size handful should be more than enough to cure it all the way through. One of the things that you need to keep in mind with a pork loin is it has less surface area and it's also thicker through the middle. So you need to make sure that you give your pork loin adequate amount of time to cure for that salt and sugar mixture to work all the way to the inside of the loin. If you try to rush it, what you'll end up with is a Canadian bacon that when you slice it, especially towards the middle, you'll end up with a little like quarter to dime size place right in the middle where it's a little bit grayish instead of the nice rosy pink color. And it doesn't necessarily affect the flavor or the texture of the meat all that much, but it does look a little weird and it's kind of unsightly. And you're just like, here, have this Canadian bacon that I made, and then it's got this weird sort of gray patch in the middle of it, and people tend to look at you a little bit sideways. So make sure to be a little bit more patient with your Canadian bacon and give it its proper time to cure all the way through.